Hello, 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 hello. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody feeling today? We're going to be playing a Pokemon fan game because it's what I do to relax, and I'm feeling like relaxing at the moment. Um, update. I have completed all of the requirements for the final thing that we need to do for Guild Wars, so that's cool. Um, so we can do that. You know what? It wasn't actually that hard to grind the levels. I found that I only spent maybe 3, possibly 4 hours. I got the last of the couple things that needed to be get. There was a couple of... There was one sort of area that was really... The reason I got it, because normally I'm that kind of person who's like iffy on going and getting this kind of stuff because you want to be part of the experience. Reason I got it is 2 reasons. One, um, I have done some of that other stuff before to sort of streamline it. And I think that's a good idea generally. And two, and this is the biggest reason really, um, the biggest reason for me was this one. Yeah, there I am. I just get rid of that bar there and get rid of this bar. Okay, I can't get rid of that bar. I mean, I guess I could make it bigger. Yeah, genius. Perfect. You can't see. Yeah. So my reasoning was twofold. It was, yeah, one, that it's, I've done this kind of stuff before. And two, it was very time sensitive because I have to hope that I have to hope that what's the word? I have to hope that there's a team of people playing a specific map so that I can go in there and get what I want. You saw nothing. It's okay. Let's start. I'll start reading. I'm gonna try and actually have an accent for this. Hello there. Glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. I am Professor Hawthorne. I missed that. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. Some keep Pokemon as pets, while others use them for battle. I myself study their habitats as a professor. They go quickly, but that's enough about me. Tell me a little about yourself. Every game I ever play of Pokemon, always pick the girl. Why? Just like I like picking the girl. Her eye's a bit weird in this picture. I'm gonna be honest. This bit here, I don't know if it was done 100%. This eye's good. This eye, I know what they're going for. I feel like I think she's supposed to be going like this, but the fingers blend in with the skin to the point where it kind of just looks like she has one eye like half closed, and she's like this. Let's begin. What is your name? Same thing I do with almost every one of these things. What's the gender? Choose a letter. R. What am I choosing with that? I don't know. Regina sounds nice. Regina it is. Right, so your name is Regina. Yes. Oh, it's Gary, but nicer? And grass type. What was his name? Aiden, Eric, Terry. Terry's a pretty good name. I like Terry. It was Terry, right? Got it. Thank you for confirming. Regina, your very own Pokemon journey is about to begin. That's enough talking for now. Let's get right to it. I love when they do this shrinking. Welcome to Pokemon Interest. Do you want to customize your experience with this game? Yes. Please choose which features you'd like to customize. Difficulty mode. The difficulty mode dictates how the game is structured. Standard mode is the default and intended experience. Hard mode. Yeah, I'll go with default. I am not good at the game. Level cap. You may choose to set a soft or hard level cap. When soft caps are set, your Pokemon will be level freely. They will only obey your commands if you have enough badges, however. This is the intended experience for initial playthrough. Hard caps, you will not be able to level past certain thresholds determined by the next boss change. There's always more challenging. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the soft cap. I prefer no cap. Starter selection. Choose which Pokemon generation you're from. You may also set Shuffle mode to randomly pick... Yeah, I'll pick Shuffle. Please choose which features. No. Tutorials? What's this about? Would you like to enable early game battle and catching tutorials? No. I think I know how to capture and battle. Quality of life items. This option gives quality of life items like the XP share and infinite repels from the start of the game. Yes! Yes! Yes, please! I love XP all and XP share. It's the only way sometimes I can get them. Some settings can be changed. We hope you enjoy your experience. Now, I wouldn't be playing one of these kinds of games if I didn't go to the PC and immediately... Oh. Double battles, please. Yes! Oh. I'm looking this up. I prefer double battles. Pokemon Amethyst passwords. Double battles. Double battles. That one. 2 for 1. Seriously? Okay. 2. No. 2. 4. 1. This could screw me over. Yes! No, I don't care about the rest of this stuff. But let me just... Boop. Boop. Okay. You saw something. Right then, let's go see our mother or father. Occasionally, you do get a father in these fan games. Selena. Great name. Hey Gary, I mean Terry. Regina, they... Okay, let's give him a good voice. I think he's gonna be nice, so I'm gonna give him a nice-ish voice. Regina, there you are. I was wondering if you were ever going to come downstairs. You know what today is, right? Yeah, of course you do. It's all we've been talking about for ages now. Chamberlain Celine is coming to Antra Town today to do field research with Professor Orthorn. Today is our best chance to get her autograph. Can you believe our luck? I already talked to your mum and you're covered. Come, let's go. Last one there is a rotten Togepi. Oh! Thanks again for breakfast, Mom. It was delicious. Hurry up, Regina. We can't miss her. I think I have played this. At least some of it. I wonder why I stopped. Well, we'll see. Terry sure is in a hurry, isn't he? Today means a lot to him. You shouldn't keep him waiting. You know what I saw a lot of people doing when they're trying to act is they have like a trigger phrase. And the trigger phrase is like how they get into the voice. And I'm going to try that with Terry. So my trigger sort of phrase is going to be, oh, to get me into his voice. And I'm going to see if that works. Do I seriously have to walk everywhere? Oh, there you are, Regina. Look, Champion Celine is right there. Excuse me, Champion Celine. Oh, who's this? I'm Excuse me, young man, we're performing some important field research, and I must ask you to leave. Oh, but... Now, we aren't that busy, right? Surely we can hear him out. As you wish, Celine. Young man, you may speak. Oh, oh, thank you, Mr. Professor Hawthorne, my child. Well, you see, Professor Hawthorne. Oh, well, you see, Professor Hawthorne. Hey, Regina, you should introduce yourself too. My friend Regina and I have been big fans of Champion Celine ever since she became champion. She's really nice and strong and has never lost a fight. She's so cool. We saw her crowning match, and ever since we've been dying to get her autograph. So if it isn't too much, can we get one? That's it. That's all. Well, yes. Sorry. I know you're really busy, and it's a dumb thing to ask. No. I just assumed you would ask for an endorsement to take the Pokemon League challenge. I wish that would be so cool. But we aren't Pokemon trainers, not yet at least. Our mums won't let us go on a journey yet. Hey, hey, Professor Hawthorne, how about we give them some starter Pokemon? I don't know, they're awfully young, Celine. I was younger than they are when I started my journey 5 years ago. You were, and still are, an exceptional trainer, Celine. Not all trainers can achieve what you have. I've got a good feeling about them. How about this? If their parents allow them to have a Pokemon, would that be okay? With you? Well, alright, but only if their mothers are okay with it. Well, that's that. If you're serious about becoming a trainer, you better talk to your mum soon. Oh, 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 okay. I'll be right back. Virginia, you better hurry up too. We don't want to miss out on this opportunity. Can I touch this? I can. I guess they just don't have Pokemon that spawn. Mom, somebody 5 years older than me is trying to sell me a Pokemon for free. They said it's a free sample, but the next ones I'll have to pay for. You want to depart on a Pokemon journey? I assume that day would come where you would follow in your father's footsteps. Very well, I'll allow it, but on one condition. You and Terry have to take care of each other. The world can be a dangerous place out at times. Yes, Mom. Then you go with my blessing. Before you go, make sure you take your running shoes with you. Hey! I love my running shoes. Yes, please. Make sure you take this with you too, so you don't get lost. A map. Now go. Make some wonderful memories with Terry. Are you trying to hook me up? Is this the families from a young age want to hook these two kids up so that their families are together? Oh, Regina, you'll never believe it. My mum said I could go on a journey if I went with you. What? You two? Awesome. Come on, let's go tell Miss Celine and the Professor the good news. You know what my favourite kind of battling in Pokemon is? Double battling, but when you have an NPC as your secondary, like, player. I love it. I don't know why. It's just so fun. You were able to get your mother's blessing, yes? Very well, then I shall not object to you going on a Pokemon journey. I have 3 Pokemon with me today. You may both choose one to take as your companion. Oh, thank you, Professor Hawthorne. But I've been thinking for a bit, and I'd like to travel with my Eevee. Are you certain you could travel with your Eevee and one of these Pokemon if you'd like? Oh, yeah, I've made up my mind. I think I'll make my journey more special. Oh, very well. I can respect that decision. The Pokemon you choose will be your partner throughout your journey. Regina, you may choose any Pokemon you like. Think over your decision carefully. Sobble? Never been a huge fan of Sobble. Chespin? Ooh, probably one of my least favourite grass types. Which means this is Fennekin, right? No, it's Torchic. Torchic's firefighting. Torchic's pretty cool. I quite like Torchic. We've got 2 fighting subtypes, haven't we? Because Chespin's also fighting. Sob will take his mono water. I don't really like mono water. I like having 2 types. It's not necessarily good. I've heard mono water is actually quite good as a typing. But do I pick the fire type? I normally only pick the grass type, but recently I've been branching out just because a lot of the time I'm repeating games and I've already picked the grass type that they've shown. I do like Torchic. It's probably my... it's just the whole line's pretty good. Yeah, I'll pick Torchic. Regina chose to start with Torchic. That's a fine choice. Would you like to give your partner a nickname? Yes. Your name will start with a... W. Your name will be... Warrow. Warrow the Torchic. That settles it. You and Warrow are now partners. I'll just collect these. My, look at the time. I must get going, Celine. Thank you for your time today. Oh, don't sweat it. It was a lot of fun. The pleasure is all mine. Regina? Terry? I'm sure you must be excited to start your journeys. I'd like to ask you first to meet at my lab in Olnek Town. First, I have a gift I'd like to give you. And with that, I must be off. Why don't you try a Pokemon battle to get used to your new partners? That sounds fun. Oh, that sounds fun. Come on, Regina, let's fight. Show me what you've got. Do. Oh, my face is too small in that thing. That's a good side on though. I think they've done well there. It's slightly off-putting, but like not a huge amount of off-putting. Ember's probably the best, even if it's a special move. I don't think my physical attack will be much higher than my special attack at the moment. Sand attack can be annoying, but with the burn, I've guaranteed that I win next in 2 turns. No way! Me and Eevee aren't done. Oh, no way! Me and Eevee aren't done yet. Of course, I missed. This would have to 2-shot for it to matter, and it doesn't. I was thinking about this the other day, because I really like the idea of specializing in one type. Mainly just because I really love, like, grass, ground, maybe ghost as well. As, like, these types that I would really love to, like, hypothetically in this world be a gym leader. And I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, like, oh, I wonder which ones are, like, the worst to choose. A battle between 2 friends. You two are officially rivals now. Push each other to become the best trainers you can be. I have to go now, too, but I expect to see you both again someday. Maybe in a championship match. Good luck, trainers. But yeah, I was thinking about it. I don't think I'm good enough to give it a try, but it'd be really cool. Oh, we're Pokemon trainers, Regina. I can't believe it. I'm going to catch some Pokemon before I go to the Professor Hawthorne's lab. Let's catch up later. But I really would love to see somebody play through a monotype, but maybe like one that's a bit more casual, but still has the Nuzlocke so that you get more attached to people. Because that's the thing, is that I'm sure you can do it. Wait, was that my mic making that sound? Hold on a second. We're listening to me again. Name? Yes. And I was thinking about it, and I was thinking like, oh, I wonder which ones are like the worst to choose. A battle between two friends. You two are officially rivals, but I must expect trainers. But yeah, I was thinking about it. I don't think I'm good enough to give it a try, but it'd be really cool. Oh, we're Pokemon trainers, Regina. I can't believe it. But I went through a monotype, but maybe like one that's a bit more casual, but still has the Nuzlocke so that you get more attached to people. Because that's the thing, is that I'm sure you can do it. Wait, did that? There was a very slight thing there. I'm gonna have to look into why that's a problem again. Oh, that's gonna be so annoying. Luckily, it's not often and it's not too loud, but I'm glad I caught that quickly. I didn't check. I didn't check. Also, I'm really hoping that like the background like fuzz doesn't come through. I don't think it does, but I just hope it isn't. Because at the very least, I want this to be a decent experience to watch if you wanted to watch it. Even if I don't fully expect myself to ever have people watching, you know? Let's have a look. Attacks up. Oh, why is my special attack so good? Bashful. Is it because I'm bashful? He has an Oran Berry. You don't need the Oran Berry. What is bashful? I'm looking it up. Bashful nature Pokemon. What do you do? One of the 5 neutral ones. So I just naturally have a better special attack? As Blaziken... as Torchic early on? That's interesting. I've had a Yamper since I was a baby. And yet you still only have it as a level 5. Which, I mean, is impressive in its own right, frankly. I mean, I do like Yamper. I think Yamper's one of those ones where you're never thinking that that evolutionary line's going to be like an absolute star. But it's still, it's still cool. It's a player. It's like a decent early electric type. Oh yeah, so what I was saying is I'd love to see that. Um, I'd love to be in that situation where I had that kind of stuff, where I could do a monotype like that. Portable vial. What's this? Mimic. Oh, nice. Yeah, I want that. Increase finding chips, town maps. I don't care about that other stuff. And I don't start with... Like, I know he was like, oh, I'm going to go catch a couple Pokemon. I don't start with Pokeballs. So he's just, like, flexing on me that he had enough. What did I do? What did I press? Hello? Is my game glitching? 1 second. It's gone. Oh, that's so annoying. Because I didn't save. That's so annoying because I didn't save. I have to go through all of this again. This is really messing with my mood. But, what can you do? This is a chill situation anyway. It doesn't make me feel any chill, this happening, but... Um, no, I'm not a boy. No, I guess I am. I messed it up. Okay, your name is Barden. Name is Barden. Hello, Barden. Yep. Oh, it stays. It stays a. Yeah, you're still Terry. You don't get out of being called Terry. Okay, I guess we're not level caps. Already default start. This one. Put it on shuffle. No. Yep. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. Double battles, please. 2, 4, 1. So yeah, back on the monotype thing. So I was thinking about it, and I was like, what would be the, what would be like the my like what would be good, like what would be good typings to have? And thinking about it, I was like, I think probably one of the most solid types to get, because you'd instinctively you'd be thinking like the big three. So like you'd be thinking steel, you'd be thinking fairy, um, you'd be thinking steel, you'd be thinking fairy, you'd be thinking dragon, right? But actually, I think one of the what you need is a lot of them to exist. So, assuming like the averages of like an average game, what you'd expect them in each game, and where they'd appear, because that's the biggest one. Early game with like Dragon or Steel, you've got nothing. You've literally just got the Pokemon that um you start with, and then that's it. Because like most of the fairy steel dragons are very much late game, especially also ice. Um, they exist in a sort of, these are late game types. You don't get them until then, and so you the first three gyms, I'd be surprised if you had a second Pokemon because of that. Um, there's exceptions to this, of course, in games, but yeah, I don't think they were nearly as good. I think one of the best go-to ones in terms of diversity, in terms of middle, late, and early, middle, and late game, is something like, I know I keep harping on about, but like grass. Grass is a load of stuff. Like none of it's insanely powerful, but you're getting so much of it, then you're probably fine. Same with water, although you really only get access to a lot of the water types once you get the access to the fishing rod. But once you do, you getting like insane levels of like water types, insane levels of stuff that you can sack or stuff that you can just switch in to deal with weaknesses. Another one that I think is kind of a sleeper hit that I quite like is poison. I don't particularly like rate poison as a type as particularly highly on my list, but I can't deny that like poison is one off, if not the like most interesting in terms of its. There's a lot of late game poison types that are good. There's a lot of mid game poison types that are good, and there's a lot of early game poison types that are good. Um, and so I think you've got like a perfect combo of the three. I don't know how useful it generally is in terms of how viable it is in a lot of games, but I think there's something to that. And okay, let's have a look at the starters before I go. Oh, Trico's one of my favourites, so it's probably going to be Trico unless I find something incredible. Chimchar's pretty cool. I don't rate Mudkip as highly as I think many other people do. I'm choosing my boy Trico. It's my boy. Your name will be Jockington. No, let's just call you Jockley. Jockley. Probably should put an extra E on that to make it Jockley. That feels like his name is Jockle. I'm sorry about that name. You probably don't like that name. But yeah, I think Poison's up there. I think Flying's up there. I think Flying's another sleeper that, like, you've got a lot of good late game flying and a decent amount of early game flying. Other than that, I don't really know what you'd go with. I hope this game makes Trico a physical attacker. He really should be a physical attacker, and he's not. Oh, early sand attack's a lot better. But yeah, I think poison's like on that. I think ice is a huge faux pas. I think ice might be the worst one because ice. I'm gonna lose this. Yeah, I can feel myself losing this already. Ice has very little, if anything, it's in terms of types early on. In terms of Pokemon early on, and then even when you get to the late game of Ice, how many honestly do you think like how good is Ice as a typing? Like with Fairy, with Steel, with Dragon, sure you're not gonna get many of them, but like you can't really have. There's very few bad Dragon types, and in the same way, there's very few bad Steel types. I mean, there's a lot more. Dragon's like the best in terms of consistency. Holy shit, I got one shot. Oh well. Yeah, this whole thing's cursed. Anyway, yeah, I just think it's horrible. I also don't know what you'd pick because I realistically, I don't know if this is how people do it, but I'd want if I was playing a game that had a monotype thing, I'd want them to switch my starter with a 3-stage evolution that's decent to like replace the starter for lack of a better word. And thinking about it, what would you pick? Like, what is that ice type that has the 3-stage Evo? Like, what? Like, you choose like Baxcalibur? Go like Frigibax, the middle evolution, and then Baxcalibur as your go-to, or like that's the only one I can think. But that's a pseudo. Like, do you want to be giving people pseudos? I guess if it's the late game ones, they kind of need to, because if they don't, what are you gonna do? Like for steel, I can see an easier one you could go for. You could go for like giving them a Magnemite, right? Magnemite's not nearly as powerful as giving them the first thing that came to my head, which was Metagross. So like if you don't want to give them a pseudo, there's options there. But if you're choosing Dragon, or or like or like ice? What do you choose? There's not really a three-stage evolution in ice that I can think of that isn't a pseudo. I'm going through it in my head. Like I'm saying this and I'm like, I have to be wrong. There has to be a three-stage that's ice that isn't a pseudo. But in my head I can't think of one. Is there an ice flying that maybe does it? I don't even know if what the ice flying thing is that isn't a legendary blooming Articuno. Articuno. Articuno? Articuno. Don't know what I was saying. Let's have a look at our Jockle. Hey Jockle, how are you? You have lowered special defense. Wait, increased special defense and lowered attack? That's freaking bad. Well, I guess you are technically. I'm thinking you're a physical attacker. You're not a physical attacker. You're a special attacker that has a signature physical move. Um, so if it is increased special defense, lower attack, that's not bad. But I never know if the blue is good or the blue is bad. I'm assuming if I had upped attack, it wouldn't be 9. That's just my guess. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong buttons. This is what happens when you put... I can't buy anything, right? Like, they're like, oh, I'm going to go capture a bunch of Pokemon. But, like, that was like a backhanded insult, right? There was a mild aggression to that, right? Did you see that? I saw that. That dude glitched out. Ah, pardon. I can't believe it's time to begin your adventure. It feels like you were a baby not too long ago. Time flies. Ho 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 ho. Also, what a mild thing that I dislike about these worlds. There's 3 houses here, and like 6 to like 8 people. It does mean my leafage is actually really weak. What? Jockle and Jockle? Woohoo! Apparently, it freaks out because it thinks now I have 2 Jockles. I'm kind of happy with having a second Sceptile, but I don't think I got one. It happened again. I heard it again. We will deal with it. Thank God it's happening now. Why did I do that? It's weak. I'm dead. I'm like almost certainly dead. I mean, quick attack technically is stronger objectively than... I'm saying technically and objectively, but you know what I mean. Never mind, it has the Aurum Berry, we win. Stop pecking me. Why do you have peck? Peck is not a good ability. It really is, but I don't want you to have it. Don't have a second Pokemon. That's cheating. I don't have a first Pokemon. And I don't have the ability to get a second Pokemon, so it's not on me. Pardon me. I think basically, if I'm having those problems with the mic now, it's likely to be a wire that's not properly in. And if it's not that, I don't know what it is. Oh, okay. You know, that being a town this close actually makes me feel like my complaint is not actually as much of a complaint. Because if they're already here, then you could live in the other town and just be there for a second. Ah, Borden, you've arrived sooner than expected. Please wait there a moment. How are you and Jockle getting along swimmingly, I hope? Being a Pokemon trainer is a big responsibility. I trust you will Take it seriously. Ho ho ho, don't worry, I didn't call you here to lecture you. I have a gift I'd like to impart upon you. You obtained the Pokédex. This fancy device was created by a friend of mine in another region. It's called a Pokédex. Is that canonically made by Professor Oak? It automatically records data and Pokemon you capture or evolve. It also identifies Pokemon you have seen but haven't captured yet. I've modified this device to record data on each Pokemon's base stats. There are many interesting Pokemon in the Kalur region. I'm sure your friend would appreciate any data you can find. I would like to ask for your assistance in this. Simply capture as many Pokemon as you can and return to me to share your findings. Oh, but I'm getting ahead of myself. You will need Pokeballs to capture wild Pokemon. Please take these. Simply throw a Pokeball at a wild Pokemon and you'd like to try and capture. Remember, you'd be more successful if the Pokemon is weakened or has a status effect. If you need me, you may use you may use the PC in my lab to manage the Pokemon you've caught. Now, I shouldn't keep you. You and Terry wish to challenge Celine, yes? To do so, you will need to prove your capabilities as a trainer by challenging Pokemon gyms to earn all 8 gym badges. The closest gym would be in Rhodesia City, to the north of your hometown. It is a suitable gym for your new trainers to challenge. To have a dream is a wonderful thing, especially when shared by friends, but I'm rambling on. Barden, I wish you the best in your journey. You are welcome to visit me whenever you'd like. Oh, well, thank you very much. I'm gonna go capture a Pokemon now that I can. I'm gonna name it after Hawthorne, my favourite Pokemon professor. Trainer tip? Oh, cool. If I get a Ralts, I've always wanted a Gallade, but I've never had the Sandcastle was actually a Pokemon. What? Sandygast? That thing's awesome. I don't want to know my team though. I've used it too much, and if I'm being completely honest, I could take or leave its abilities in combat. I find it a lot of the time people just beat it up, and I kind of feel like it's not that powerful. I love it, don't get me wrong. The sandcastle Pokemon, but it's like a ghost that's inhabiting a sandcastle is always a fun, cool idea. But yeah, it's not my not my deal. Give me Energy Ball. Obviously not now. My love lies across the ocean. If only I had a Pokemon that I could use surf, I could visit her. Or you could ask for a boat or take the long way. I feel like you could very easily get to her if you really, really wanted to. But I'm guessing I'm not going to say there's another reason, but I'm guessing it's just you don't want to spend all the money on that. Where the hell is it up? Is it up from my hometown? I feel like it might be up from my hometown. Mom, I need to rest here again just to get my health back. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm gonna go check to see if there's any cool Pokemon in that region between there. Should I do Nuzlocke style rules, or should I not use Nuzlocke style rules where you pick the first encounter that you get? But I get two choices because there's a double battle and there's two of me. I don't think I am because I hate all of these and I don't want to use them. Let's see if it works. Leafage, you, and Leafage, you. Jockle, hit him. Jockle, hit him. I kind of love that idea of it like being a boss Pokemon at the end. Oh, it's actually intended to be like this. Quick attack, and then quick attack. I know we've got lowered attack stats, but we can still deal with you. I want Giga Drain, Energy Ball. I don't know, some coverage move, probably Dragon Pulse. Because I know the Mega version of it is a Dragon type. I want to do a double battle. Give me a cool Pokemon I'd like to... I haven't used a Nidoran before. I kind of wouldn't mind using a Nidoran. It's a cool Pokemon, and I don't think it needs any special thing to make it... So whose health will it keep after I come out of the battle? And if one of them dies, does Jockle die? These are important questions. Both of your attacks are super effective on me. I understand this. Now, he's poisoned. Is my other Jockle poisoned? I'm just going to throw a Pokeball at it. Please, Nidoran male, please. Okay, never mind. What? You know what, that's fair. That Nidoran male obviously just didn't want to be part of my group. I feel like a level 6 Pokemon should very easily go in a Pokeball. Okay, I didn't need the lecture, Mum. I was in a situation where I was being attacked by 2 Pokemon, and I only had 1. I think it's fair to lose. I think it's fine, right? Oh, it's the same group, except the Nidoran is significantly weaker. It's half its power level. So, we can hit this dude twice with a quick attack. Take him off the field. Oh, that's going to take another round of this. Oh, I'm poisoned. Oh, I'm going to lose again. I can just feel that I'm going to lose again. Maybe I should just throw a Pokeball. No, that dude's going to kill me if I don't kill it. Okay, now we've got a couple of turns of being able to... Oh, I've got blue poison. I wonder what blue poison is. It's like... worse poison? What the heck did I just do? How did I do that? Oh! Shiitake mushrooms. Okay, ow, 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 ow. You know, I like some of the quality of life things that you get in some of the other Pokemon fan games. I think I do like the nostalgia of this one, though. Give me another Nidoran male, please. I'll take a Nidoran female. If you... Okay, never mind. I'll take a Rockruff. I quite like Rockruff. I've never used one before. I don't think it's a bad Pokemon. I just don't think it was like an insanely good Pokemon. I think Rock type is kind of underrated. Ah, interesting. Well, then you're gonna leer. Never mind. Do you think it could take... It probably could take another attack, but I just want to guarantee it. What are we going to name this thing if we capture it? I was thinking... Hawthorne. After the man that gave us Pokeballs, and therefore got my loyalty. You may be asking why I layered with the second one instead of just doing more damage. The answer may surprise you. I was stupid. What about this button? Yes, it's that button. Get in the ball! What are you doing? You're a level 5 Pokemon. Why are you doing this? Get in the ball. I don't care if I haven't weakened you enough. Okay, you're dying now. I gave you a chance, and you threw it in my face. Take this super effective leafage. And feel what you have to go through. You're also -3 defense. You're definitely dead. Okay. I just want a cool Pokemon. Is that too hard to ask for? Surprisingly, yes. I swear I'm not this bad, but I'm pretty bad. But, like, this is making me seem like I'm even more bad than I'm normally bad. You know, what am I doing? What am I doing? This is a chill time. Although me having to say that it's a chill time probably means it's less of a chill time. I don't want any of you. You two are like the worst of the bunch. But yeah, chill time. Badoo's actually kind of cool if I didn't have a grass type already. Roserade's kind of fun. Ooh, it's Rookidee! I like Rookidee. I mean, I prefer Nidoran male. But of course I can't get Nidoran male. I can't do that. Both of those are super effective against me, and both of them definitely have a move to hurt me. 2 Nidorans? What am I supposed to do against that? Okay, this does about a third. About a quarter? That does even less than a quarter. I can't believe this is happening, but I'm gonna actually have to run away and heal up again. I want a boy! Is there a Nidoran female here? I can't help but just notice I'm only getting male. And I kind of feel like maybe this is just me, but I think any route that has Nidoran male should have Nidoran female, because they are functionally supposed to be the same Pokemon, but different different genders. Like, it's not like a Hisuian form of the Pokemon. It is just, this is the Pokemon as a male. This is the Pokemon as a female. That's it. I don't want a Grubbin. Although the Pokemon it turns into, like its final Evo, is kind of cool. Like, it looks cool. It's probably one of those ones in contention for if you were choosing to make like an Elite Four or a like a like a really challenging bug type uh team. You'd probably put that one on there as like a possibility. I think it might be in contention for like sixth place, because there's a couple you would have to put on, right? In terms of bug types, I feel like Volcarona has like set in stone its spot in the bug type team, probably as the ace almost always. If there is not if megas aren't a thing, if megas are a thing, then obviously your mega version of it will be the mega version of like a bug type would be the king. Probably Scizor, maybe Pinsir, if you wanted to go for something that's a bit different. Obviously, Glycopod. Actually, that has a Mega now, so maybe you'd Mega Glycopod. Um, and I wouldn't be opposed to a Mega Glycopod being used. One more try. What is with this? What is with this? It's a level 3 Pokemon. It should get caught in a Pokeball easily. Anyway, yeah, Glycopod's on that list, obviously. Heracross might be on that list. Um, what else would you put on that list? Like, does it appear? Does like the Grubbin come on that list at all? There's no way it takes this, but if it doesn't take it, then it doesn't deserve to be part of the team. Yeah, it doesn't deserve to be part of the team. But yeah, like those kinds of ones, I don't know. I feel like it's possible. I feel like it's more than possible. I think it's likely that he would be on the team. I mean, Drapion. I don't remember if that keeps its bug type. If it doesn't keep its bug type, it's obviously not on the team. If it does keep its bug type, it's very likely on the team. I think it's one of those ones that, you know what, they don't they don't deserve me. They don't deserve me. You know what? We're gonna kill this Rattata, um, and then we're going to go on to the next city. Ooh, I was about to say, I wonder if it's an Asuian Rattata. Is it Rattata or is it Rattata? I've always said Rattata, but I feel like it might be Rattata. Also, I realised I didn't question it because I was a kid back in the day, but it's just Rat, isn't it? Like it's nothing fancy. It's just the word rat, but like somebody stuttered over the last two word, like the last two letters of it. I've got a special move now. You have two Pokemon. That's not fair. I can't get a Routes. I want a Routes. I actually, I don't know if I would want a Routes because I don't know how I'd get a Gallade. I don't really know how you get a Gallade, if I'm being brutally honest. Disarm Cry because they can't put disarming because there isn't enough letters in the potential possible maybe emulator. The hypothetical emulator. Oh, it's a Qtiply. I think it's still better for me to Mega Drain because it's stab and it's a special move where my special attack is significantly higher. But we'll see because I'll quick attack this turn and we'll see how much it does. This did little less than half. Uh, like 4 out of 10. That kind of did 4 out of 10 again. You know, I genuinely feel like, and maybe this is wrong to do, but if your Pokemon is a single type and has a Mega Evolution that gives it a new type, they should just make that the type it normally is from maybe middle Evo, but I'm fine with it being the last Evo. I'm just saying, but like, I'm gonna wait until I get a Great Ball, and then I'm gonna use it against something. If you look into the eyes, you have to battle them. Yeah, I know. Oh, thank you for the antidote. Varisi. I'll get this at work. I had to at work we had a like sort of power cut. It's weird to sort of explain, but it was a situation where like I think it's faulty like wiring that's done something, but like part of the office lost all power to all of their to literally everywhere. Oh, is that's cool. I think he's got in a nest ball. But like they couldn't do any work. The power's gone. And obviously it's not easy to get an electrician on like quick notice. It's hard to get an electrician in general, but on like quick in like within the day, borderline impossible. And a third of our office was down. So what actually happened was that they weren't able to do any work. They've been able to get somebody for tomorrow morning, which frankly they must be paying a premium for, because that is very last minute still, you know? Like you'll have situations where plumbers will be like, yeah, I'll be there in a week. But to be like, yeah, I'll be there tomorrow before work starts is pretty impressive. But it was interesting. It was annoying because I wasn't hit by it, so I couldn't stop working. But it was very interesting to see because it was like there was a sheer panic through it. And what's hilarious is it's exclusively from, in my opinion, from what I've seen of like how this place works. It's very much a problem with how they've gone about the leaving stuff till last minute, in my opinion. Because what's happened here is that's a level 7. That's pretty scary. But it's not fast. Is that they've had like slowly breaking um what's the word? Slowly breaking, I don't want to peach you as much as I considered it. Technology for a while now. Like there is like maybe I'm trying to think of how many it would be. There is about 4, maybe 5 Ethernet ports near me that I know for a fact are broken and didn't used to be broken. And I think that sort of highlights to me the problem they've got, where they've just sort of gone, yeah, just use the other one and put like a plaster over something instead of like actually solving the problem. And now they're in a situation where like that's coming back to bite them because they like if it has to rewire the wires, like if I'm right in what I'm thinking and that they have to rewire the whole wires of this place, like what do they do? Like that's half of the office. Well, maybe a third depending on where you like come from. That's either a half or a third of the office that are just completely out of commission. Venipede is double resistant to grass, which means I'm dying again. Again. This doesn't poison me. It's got poison point. I'm almost certainly dead. I am so bad at this. And this happens every time I play on stream, you know? I just show my bad side. I always do. But yeah, it was funny to me that that's happening because it's a real case of us not solving a problem and then it coming back to bite them. I do wonder because it's happening at a time where like a door has fallen off of the middle office. The electrics aren't working, as I said before. One of the major people that does a lot of work in our office is going on like a minimum 2 week like break from work, maximum in terms of like full capacity coming back, probably 6 weeks, and then they go on another one after that. That's like a follow up thing where they could also have another 6 weeks where they're off, and with the 2 weeks not being able to work in between. And it really makes me wonder, like, what are we gonna do? By the way, if I see a Pichu, I'm now picking it up. I think it's probably the one I want the most out of what I'm seeing. I don't want the Bonairy. The Morlu, if I didn't already have my Trico, I take. Because I'm like 50% sure it's Grass Fairy. I'm like 50 on that. Because it could be Poison Fairy, and I'm not 100% sure. Do you think if it's just resistant, I still think I do this? Do I want that thing to have gone first? Probably not. Even though we're not getting the extra bonus from the healing. Don't peck. Echoed voice? Arguably worse. Don't paralyze. Thank you. Now, Pichu inherently kind of has a it inherently kind of has a what's the word? Hard catch rate. So I'm worried a bit about that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm also worried a bit about it just one-shotting one of my boys. Because I have to make sure that neither of them die. But I'm confident in my level difference. I'm confident that I can knock it down to a low HP. Because I don't think a Mega Drain is gonna kill from level 10. Oh, it's technically going from a level 9. So maybe... Ooh. Right, now they're in orange or yellow, depending on which one you want to choose. There's an argument to say it's either. So surely it'll catch. Oh ho 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 ho. Oh ho 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 ho. Yes. You join our team, Pichu. Your name will be Hawthorne. Wait, no. That's a male name. Your name will be Lilac. Because I feel like there's lilacs around here. And I feel like it'd be really cute if you had like a lilac flower in your hair. Now, problem A. I need to run all the way back now to heal Lilac. Problem B. Lilac's only level 6. Problem C. All of those are bug types and I still don't have a super effective on them because Lilac, I'm pretty sure Electric isn't super effective on bug, which I kind of feel like it should be. Just off topic, by the way. Because, like, bug zappers are a thing. But no. Ooh, you could have gotten a slack off in this. I mean, I never pick it up because it has, slacking has truant, and you can't get rid of truant. But I would say it's infinitely better when you're playing on Switch. Not the Nintendo Switch, but the battle style, which I always play on. Because it means that you can just go, oh, I've got a slacking here, hit you with an incredibly powerful move, like a superpower or like a double edge or something, or a Giga Impact, and then you're just like, you killed it, you're sending out the next one? Oh, cool, let's switch it out. So it doesn't even get the truant term because it's switched out, and then when it switches back in again, it gets to do its Giga Impact again. Or a Hyper Beam, or whatever you want to put on it. Hyper Beam won't be that good, I think. I'm pretty sure it's a physical attacker, but still. So, I recognise the early part of this. Why do you think I stopped playing? Generally. Like, because obviously it is a bit frustrating what's been happening recently with the catch percentage. But I don't think I would have really minded, because I don't think I would have turned on Double Battle last time. And if I don't turn on Double Battle, I don't really care to get such an early Pokemon. Um, Obviously there's a bug dude, but like, I guess maybe I would have taken a flying type. I don't know. Although you can get all the... It makes sense. They got them, the bug catchers. They got them from here. I like that. This is our first roadblock. If I was playing like a hardcore Nuzlocke, this would be considered a split. Because I died to it several times, so I would consider it a split. Bring it on. What's your name? I'm going to guess it's Truant. Because that's on my head. In my head. Brandon. Ooh. That Venipede needs to die. But let's see if I have Poison Point on this thing. I don't think I do. I don't think it does, I mean. Is there ever a Pokemon that's not Poison type that's got Poison Point? Oh, it hits both of us, which means it is weaker. But it does mean that my special attacking group is now less special attacky. But we get rid of Venipede. My plan is we leave out just their... Probably just whatever Pokemon they summon now. Because this Struggle Bug actually is kind of getting on my nerves. Jockle is not happy with it. And neither is Lilac. Jockle and Lilac could... Oh, it's another Venipede. Oh, I mean, I think this one's technically scarier to kill. Ooh, a crit. That wasn't a crit. Or maybe he just didn't think to tell me it was a crit. Okay, that's not bad damage after 2 lowerings of my special attack. I guess it at a certain point when you're low enough level, does it like not really even matter that you're lowering the special attack because it's not going down by like a significant amount? I don't think that makes any sense. I wonder if I can get the Alolan Raichu. Because I'd prefer that guy, because I just have an affinity to people to double typed Pokemon. Because I just think they're cool. And it like shows up another one of your weaknesses. Okay, if we go first, which statistically we should, because we've got a decent level difference on them, I think we're fine. Assuming this thing doesn't have a lightning rod. Because, yeah, I'm going to heal a lot from that. It's why I love healing moves so much. Ooh, go Lilac. Absorb. That shouldn't do that much damage. It's not a particularly powerful Pokemon. And it's not a particularly powerful move. I mean, I get Mega Drain. I could Tail Whip. But I think just damage is damage. Worry Seed is fine. I think I wasn't going to be using Overgrow. Oh, I guess Overgrow was probably the reason I killed that Pichu, actually. Because I was in red and it used... And then I used a grass move. I've been on record, and I think I've said it every time I've done one of these chill fan game Pokemon things. I really hate that the starter Pokemon all start with the same ability. I just think it's boring. I love anyone that allows me to not start with those abilities. Um, because even just something like Intimidate is fun. It feels like something's happening. It was actually a Pokemon? How? How is this fungus disguised itself in a way that made me think it was an actual Pokemon? Is this the right way? Do you reckon I've got a potion in my bag? No, I got an antidote though. I think the ladies don't have bugs, so we have a chance. They probably do have grass types, and if the flying type that they may have is faster, we're kind of screwed. Okay, okay, this is fine. This is fine. We got Mega Drain the Baneri, Thunder Shock that one. Mega Drain, I don't think it'll kill, but it'll get me in a level where I can take maybe a couple hits from Pika Peck if it decides to peck me. Pound surprisingly didn't kill. I did actually expect that thing to kill. Ooh, they focused down one of my Pokemon. Good idea. Um, luckily it meant that now I can. You guys are slow, and you may miss or like get paralyzed. You didn't, but that damage is not a huge amount. Oh, that's a poison type, isn't it? Oh, that's a poison type. I feel like Overgrow, more than any of the typal boost when you're in a pinch abilities, is the one that feels to me the least useful, because you'd be surprised how many grass types are special attackers. I feel like it's the majority. If I go through them in my head, Chikorita's a special attacker, Bulbasaur's a special attacker, um, Trico is a special attacker, though it shouldn't be, as I've said previously. Um, you've got Snivy that's a special attacker. I don't know about the owl or whether that's a special attacker. Obviously, Chespin's a physical attacker. Um, Meowscarada, I think, is a physical character, although it's a magician, so you'd assume it's a special attacker. But who knows? I think Brout will probably be a physical attacker because I think they have spoilt what the typings are. Oh, Grottle is a physical attacker. In fairness, um, I think they spoiled them, but I refuse to look it up, and I'm kind of hoping it's fighting again. Um, although I wouldn't mind flying, I've just found, in my opinion, that grass flying as a type structure, in at least in fan games I've played, have always felt weak. Like they felt like what's the word? Um, they've always come across as being just having so many weaknesses that you can't really use the Pokemon because they just instantly die. I've been playing Pokemon Vanguard in my off time, and that game, it's double battle exclusive, which I love. But there's an early game Pokemon you can get, which is a variant Pidgey that's grass flying, and I used that several times in attempts at playthroughs, and all the times it feels like it's useless. because it just instantly dies to somebody with an electric move or somebody with a Oh frick! This is Nidorina's. Oh, never mind. That's not a Nidorina. Whew, scared the life out of me there. You said the same Pokemon can have like look different, and I thought you meant the Nidorina male and female, but luckily you didn't. You just meant Flabebe. Flabebe. You know what? This reminds me actually of something that's been pissing me off recently. Not like hugely, but slightly. It's been peeving me. I guess that's a better word to use. So, obviously, because of how much Pokemon I've been playing recently, my Twitter has become vaguely Pokemon related. Um, and I'm seeing so many people talking about like what typings they messed up and what they should have had. And there's a couple that get on my nerves. Obviously, it's a kids game. Don't overthink it, obviously. But I'm giving it about as much effort as I feel like the side that's saying they should have the type are giving. So I don't feel like I'm being wrong here. But like I've seen people saying that Psyduck should have been a water type. Completely agree. Psyduck and Goldtalk should have been water psychic. I think they're just water or they're just psychic. I forget which it is. Completely agree with that. They're a psychic duck that lives in the water. Fine. Let me go get some Pokeballs to give to him to make it worth my while. Um, but yeah, I understand that one completely. But when people start talking about Luxray, and they start talking about how Luxray should be a dark type, and the arguments, I can understand why people just based on its appearance is like that could be a dark type, and it gets dark moves, and you're like, okay, I understand that, but if you break down its name, Lux means light, Ray means light, so it's functionally called light, and they're like this should be a dark type, and then you look at its abilities, and none of it meant at all mentions like deceiving, evilness in any capacity. And that's the things that make a dark type. It's deceit, it's evilness. Like they call it the evil type in Japan. It's supposed to be cunning, stealing, underhanded, disguising, you know? It does none of that stuff. It wouldn't make sense for it to be a dark type. And then I see people saying that pseudo wudo should be a grass type. And I'm like, no. The whole point of it, and this is why I talked about Flabebe, is for people to bring up Flabebe and they're like, why is this not a grass type? And my answer is always similar to the Sudowoodo. It's supposed to be a Pokemon disguising itself as another Pokemon, like Lorantis, that's supposed to be a grass type disguising itself as a bug so that the bugs don't attack it. By making it the type it's disguising itself as, you are functionally making it so that you are getting rid of the point of it. I think is the thing that gets to me. Because at what point then is it not? It's not disguising itself then, you know? I don't know. It's one of those things that gets to me because I just look at it and go, I understand that it's probably people that A don't really look at the game too much, or B, are like just doing it for clicks, just to get people angry, just to like farm attention, because I know that bad attention or good attention, it doesn't matter which one when it comes to like getting yourself popular. And at the end of the day, it's a lot easier to get people angry than it is to get people happy. You know? I can just go on there and just say something incredibly inflammatory. Well, not inflammatory, but like something obviously wrong, and have, you know, people in the chat go, "That's stupid. You're stupid. It's because of this." And every time they're commenting, they are, or retweeting it like, "This guy's an idiot" kind of thing. They are just going and making it feel like, making it so I'm more and more popular. I understand that, but it just annoys me how often it comes through. Also, I can completely understand people that are like, "Hey, Lugia should be water type." I understand that people are like, "Yeah, oh, it's only the defender of the water. It doesn't need to be a water type." It should be a water type. It's supposed to be the opposite of Ho-Oh, who is the fire type one. It's the defender of the water. It should be a fire. It should be a water type. Probably should have been water flying. Probably should be water psychic, actually, thinking about it a bit more. Um, I think it would have been relatively powerful still if it was water psychic. I don't think it would have done, like, it wouldn't have been weak compared to its predecessor, or compared to its like rival. Um, and I don't know. It would mean that there's an argument to make it flying because it gets Aeroblast as its unique ability. So maybe you go the Aeroblast. What is this? Welcome to the gym. All trainers here specialize in a different type of terrain. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like terrain based. I like gyms that are a bit more interesting. Although I do always fantasize about being the person who um is a specific type gym leader, even if it is kind of cool. Oh, never mind. I want to double into one Pokemon so that it dies. Although Mime Junior could die to this Giga Drain. Sorry, Mega Drain. Never mind. I overestimated myself. Misty Terrain. This means priority moves don't work, right? Oh, and it changes Stunfish into a fairy type because it's got mimicry. Oh, that's interesting. What does that do in the long run, though? I guess just gives it a better typing. What does Sweet Kiss do again? I don't know. Do Sweet Kiss on it. I think that's the one that maybe makes you sleep. Lilac, level up. Oh. Oh, Terrain Pulse makes it have a powerful fairy type move, eh? Okay. All of these guys are kind of scary. Terrain Pulse is probably really powerful. I think I win this race because of thanks to Mega Drain also healing. Although I don't remember what Stunfist's. Never mind, we've seen it. It's mimicry. I was about to say I don't remember what Stunfist's like ability is. I thought it was like a trappy ability that goes with its form. Why did they make this, by the way? I thought Stunfist inherently was okay and it didn't need a steel form. I guess this is an early steel type you probably could get in a game that wouldn't be too out of ordinary, you know? It's not particularly powerful. Although Steel's probably the one that I'm like of the late game ones. When I'm talking about availability, I'm more so talking about like Dragon Ice. I think there's a couple of fairies that you can get early on, like Bug Fairy. You'll probably get a Grass Fairy one. Like just take that like initial forest we went through there. That does have more encounters you probably get than in like a base game that's not a fan game. But there was one fairy in that because I'm pretty sure that mushroom boy Shinotic is a grass fairy, or at least turns into a grass fairy. So you could use that, and I think that's it in terms of fairy types. But like that's one. That's more than you'd get for ice in this area. Okay, what's your terrain? No, I don't. I'm gonna guess sandstorm. Pincursion. It's just one pincursion. Is it electric terrain? It is. Now, I forget what electric terrain does. Is that the one that ignores priority moves? I don't think Pincursion is particularly good. Isn't it all status moves? Pincursion has Peck? Why does Pincursion have Peck? At what point did they think that Peck would be good on Pincursion? It's not got a beak. I get... What? It's going to hit me with an in and out, and I'm going to take a decent amount of damage. I think I got enough health to survive it, though. I don't understand the point of that guy. Doesn't electric terrain also make it so that, like, either ground moves are weakened or can't be used? It's something like that. Oh, and it boosts electric type moves, I think. Which, if they had an electric type move, he should have used it. It would have been neutral on me, and so was... Who are these guys? Like, it would have been normal to me, which is fine. And, like, in my time, I've become a proficient Pokemon move tutor. I can teach you terrain moves. Fortunately, I cannot teach you until you acquire the terrain badge. Please come back when you have that. We have many books on Pokemon and Pokemonals. You can learn a lot by reading. Oh, hello there. Please go to the front of the desk and I'll be happy to help you. Okay? Hello and welcome to the training school. We are a non-profit educational facility that aims to educate new and experienced Pokemon trainers. On the left, you'll find our basic courses. Course is ideal for new trainers. On the right, you'll find the advanced course. This course is ideal for experienced trainers who want to learn the CFRU features. We hope that you enjoy the course, and your success is our success. Sure. Cool. I'm a quiz fanatic. I love quizzing new trainers. If you can answer my questions correctly, I'll give you a prize. What do you say? Bring it on. You choose a grass type starter. Which type is strong against it? Fire. What? Okay. You choose a grass starter. Which type is it is it strong against? Never mind, dyslexia. Water. Yeah, that's correct. A smart trainer like you deserves a reward. Ooh, Miracle Seed. That's huge. That gives me a bit of a boost going into the first gym. Because let's be honest, I need all I can get. Because I ain't P-Chal. I'm just a dude trying to play a game, and I'm horrendous at it. I can barely talk as well. Abilities are passive effects. Yeah, I know all that. Is anyone here who wants to train? I'm the smartest in my class when it comes to status effect. Which status effect would you like to learn about? None of them. It's knocked out. Yep. I've had that happen, of course, several times. He can use man-made items. What are you talking about? He can't use man-made items. Doesn't Rotom use an item to man-made item to turn into a specific version of itself? I'm pretty sure a battery is also an item that you can get and is not one of those items that's just found naturally in the world. You know? I don't want to actually them, but I understand where they're coming from. They're trying to say they can't use potions and all that. But they can use man-made items. It's just that they can't, I guess, press the button on the bottle to spray the potion. I don't know. I don't know the logic there. Welcome, trainer. I am Terence, the leader of the Rodazi Gym. My gym is the point where most trainers learn if they have what it takes to complete the Color Gym challenge. But don't worry too much about that. Believe in your Pokemon and do your best, and you'll do great. Now begin. Please only have 2 Pokemon. Please. Maybe 3 tops, but please 3. 2. Perfect. Grookey and Skidoo. Oh. Oh, they're like higher level than me. Oh, they have a Grassy Surge. Okay. We Mega Drain Skidoo. We Thundershock Skidoo. We take out one side, and I think the Skidoo is scarier. Wait, no, the other thing, the Grookey's scarier. It is going to take forever for me to kill this. Branch Poke did so much! What the heck? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, screwed. We're screwed. How does Branch Poke do so much damage? Like, seriously? Drink a potion, Lilac, just to keep you in the battle longer. Because if they're attacking you, they're not attacking me. And if they're not attacking me, I can kill Grookey. Oh, frick. Leech Seeds. Okay, well that's only going to be on Jockle. Well, it's only going to be on Lilac, and Lilac's fine. Like, Lilac's not, well, she's not fine, but I expected her to die. Okay, well, I mean, you're probably going to die to the Branch Poke still. But if you don't, Sweet Kiss this guy. I swear Sweet Kiss is the heal one, the sleep one. Ow! Why does that hurt so much? Okay, you're dead. I don't have a flying type, and I think it's going to screw me. You have a potion? I also used a potion, but you're not supposed to use a potion. This isn't fair or safe. Can I just run? This is going to be a very long fight if I can't run. Oh no, my screen's gone black. Something must have happened. Oh no. If only we could do something about it. Oh, it seems like it's coming back. It seems like something's happening that made it come back. Oh. Oh, Jesus, we're back here. Whatever can we do? I guess we're gonna have to go train now knowing that. It's a shame I lost all that money though. Hey Terry. You're gonna need a flying type or a bug type, and it has to be at least level 10. Just a heads up. Also, a Pichu is kind of like the worst Pokemon in existence because it was made as a baby Pokemon for a Pokemon that already wasn't that powerful in its based form. I think this is true for a lot of Pokemon that got baby forms. I don't think it levels up until a Pikachu until like level 14 or 15. So it's not going to be that useful in this specific context, sadly, other than the potential chance of static procking. That is all. My plan, if I choose to accept it, which I do choose to accept it, is to repeatedly hit this person in the face with I'm hoping a very, very powerful Thunder Shock. Okay, they're not that powerful, but maybe. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat the I don't think I'm going to be able to beat the gym leader in this. Is that bad? Ooh, fishing community. Why, hello there, my young friend. Tell me, would you like to fish? Great, here, take an old rod. Okay, please allow me to fish. I know I'm going to get a Magikarp, or a Wishy-Washy, or something like that. But, and I know it's going to be useless in this specific fight, but Magikarp or Magikarp? Which one do I want? You know, if it evolved, it would then become it would then become something that was useful in this gym. But I think it evolves at like level 25 or something. I guess it is useful because it means we can now kill it and we can now get like a bunch of XP from it, right? And look at that, level 14. We're now slightly higher level than what the level cap is. I don't remember what the level cap is. Does it say when I click on here? Occasionally they have it where it shows the level cap. Nope. Nope. I wonder if I look through here, maybe it'll be like, hey, can you take this Pokemon off my hand? And it's like a fire Pokemon that's really cool. This person doesn't talk to me. Where about this person? Pokemon change forms. They get this called evolution. Hey, I was kind of hoping that based on that conversation, you were going to give me an Eviolite. But you didn't, and it annoyed me. No. Wow. Wow. Where is your mother or father if both you, if he's your brother to both of you? Yeah, I know that. If I had gotten that Nidorine male, could you imagine the power I would have? Oh, that's cute. I wonder if you're ever going to meet each other. I always wondered that with pen pals. Do you think there's any one of them that's like met them and then gone, oh, it's kind of disappointing? Hey, Nidoran male. Hey, do you want to join my crew? Like, let me just kill off your friend that's here, just so that it makes the job a lot easier for you to be like, yeah, I want to join you. Yeah, oh, a status effect also will make it a hell of a lot easier for you to join me. You know, it's rare for me to say this, but I kind of wish that you had a Don't die, don't die. Okay, that's fine. This won't kill. I kind of wish that you had poison gas. It's a really cool ability. What ability? Really cool, what's the word? It's a really cool, move that just, it's sort of like, hey, you're poisoned. Like, it's toxic, but worse. But has more PP, and you get it earlier level because they're good. They're fine with giving you a early level poison gas. Hey, you're on our team now. And Lilac grew up. Your name will be Clarence, unless you're a female, which would be literally impossible. So your name is Clarence. Clarence, you are part of the crew. And as you were part of the crew, we need to level you up to at least 11 so that you have the power to deal with their Pokemon. Ooh, Dottler. All of these people are resistant to my Mega Drain. That's annoying. I'm actually very surprised that when they made a Alolan form of like Raichu, they didn't make it fairy. You don't think that's weird? Like, I'm not saying that like fairy is the obvious choice, but like with how cute they want, you know how much they try and sell Pikachu as like the poster child, which I learned the other day was not actually intended. It was supposed to be like Clefairy originally. I would have thought they would have been like, you know what? Let's give it a fairy type because that's our cute type, for lack of a better word. I'm going to lose this fight. Poison. Poison sting. It will go last and not do much, but hey, what else can we do? Hey, that might not kill, but Dottler will. This is the most I've ever died early on in a game. Like, ever. I don't know what to say other than, God, I'm bad at this game. And I'd love to have, like, I know you don't need to tell me this. My Pokemon hate me. Like, objectively, they must hate me because of how much I've died. And I'll be honest, I'm just going to be open about this. I don't blame them. Okay, it's these guys again. But this time we have a plan, a cunning plan. A planning so cunning that a fox would never even think of this plan. The plan is as follows. Mega Drain this boy. Thundershock this boy. Hope that kills. It kills. Next. We Mega Drain, we quick attack this boy, and then we Thundershock this boy. And we just beat him down to the point where we level up. Ow. Why do all these Pokemon have peck? That doesn't have a beak. It can't peck. It has a horn. Are we saying that horns now can peck? If so, I disagree. I disagree heavily. Ooh, a Pharaoh Seed. That is a Pokemon that I love, but I'll never use. But I love the fact that it's a cool utility Pokemon that is just an incredibly tanky boy. It's also like close to like a really cool typing that I kind of would love to see on like a special or physical attacker. I haven't seen. I feel like Grass Steel is one that they could do. They could do another Pokemon for it and make it completely different to Ferroseed. Because Ferroseed is a defensive, like hazard setting big boy that just sits there taking a load of damage and not really being affected, but then just doing a load in response. And then like chipping them away with iron barbs. That's the word. Like they could make somebody that's a bit more. I don't know what the word specifically is, but like really tanky and probably be fine. Not really tanky, really can take the hits. But I don't know what they do with that. I think grass and steel, because steel so much is like industrial. We are not spending the whole time killing this Ferroseed. Get me out of there. Because like it's so industrial, um maybe it's a situation where it would be hard to like make Pokemon that is both of those. Like it's really hard to make an ice fire or water fire, and so they've had to be like really specific with those. Like there's the ice fire Darmanitan, and even that thing I don't think they did a great job with. Like it's fine, like it's fun, but it's not really an ice fire type. It's just sort of like, hey, what happens if we put a little fire on like a snowman, you know? Oh, it's Surfetched, which is a flying, not a flying type. It's a fighting normal, fighting steel. When it's Surfetched, is it a fighting steel or is it a normal fighting? I genuinely don't know. Yeah, Clarence, that's all I want. Focus energy, not really what I wanted. Okay, we have about enough time to maybe do 2 tries. So we're going to stock up on potions because let's be honest, I'm not at the point where I can actually do it without having a little bit of stalling. We're just going to check to see if there's anything else. You can buy revives already. I'm not that level. I'm not to that level. Don't get me wrong. I use revives a decent amount in later uh things, but no, I'm not at that level yet. Yeah. Ease of use. Yeah. Did I heal? I think I didn't heal. In which case, I'm going to be really annoyed with myself. But I'm gonna hope that I won't have to be annoyed with myself. Right, game? Hmm. Right, game? Okay, I didn't change the next time I looked. So I will have to do. What the heck was that? Hold on, no, go back. What was that? Oh, never mind. I'm a genius. Done. Okay, bring it on. Welcome, trainer. I am blah 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 blah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I believe in grassy terrain. Is it the skidoo that puts the grassy terrain up? Yeah, because the other one branch pokes you for 1,000,000 damage. If you could burn it, it would be... Well, if you had a fire type, you'd probably just win. Never mind, they just have the ability to instantly put grassy surge up. It definitely is the right thing to use that ability. And Poison Sting is probably the way to go. It's kind of up in the air which one's the right way to go. Yes. No. Well, actually, yes. Oh, yes. I can now start using Peck on you instead of Poison Sting. God, you would have thought they would make this animation a bit faster when it's happening on individuals. I mean, they didn't expect this to be a double battle. That is an optional feature that I realise now why. I realised now when I was saying it that I was being a bit selfish from saying what I was saying, but still. I guess I should actually be poison jabbing the poison stabbing, poison stinging the other one, right? I'm gonna poison sting. I mean, there's a logic to maybe just quick attacking this guy to finish him off, and then poison stinging this guy to hope that we can get the poison. Oh shit! Sticky. I forgot about that ability. Poison. It's fine. Although this hurts, it only counteracts the healing that I'm getting. We were wrong. We 100% should have focused down this Grookey. Because, sure, Skidoo, scary. But if this Grookey dies, then we are 2v1ing the Skidoo. And I find myself thinking it's very hard to believe that I lose that. Oh, especially with that. Especially with that. I don't think Grookey dies this turn, but it dies next turn. I'm definitely quick attacking it now because I don't think they have a second potion. Don't think they do a 2 potion on the first gym. There's no way. But just in case they do, we'll quick attack. It might branch poke, which technically I think is a priority move. I'm not 100% sure it is. Leech Seed. That's annoying. How much damage do I do? Yeah, it's less than even the Leech Seed's doing. I think Poison is our king here because it's making it so the Leech Seed isn't actually healing him. It's just kind of countering the poison. I could Mega Drain, which is a lot of damage, or I can Quick Attack, and in the process of Quick Attacking, I can Tail Whip to lower his ability to... Like, it'll do more damage every turn. Never mind he killed it. Okay, we kind of saw how much the Quick Attack did. But, like, surely this does more. That doesn't look like it does that much more. But the healing is a thing. Thing is about Skidoo is it's like almost at the level where it's good. Like the its evolution, I mean. Like it's got the BST to feel like it's good, but it's just put in the wrong areas. This isn't me like some professional saying this, as you can obviously see by me losing several times. But I'd seen someone talking about this before, where it's like it's almost good, you know. And I do think this might have won if it used Leech Seed. I'm just saying, if it used Leech Seed early, I think it might have won because it would be getting 2 heals, which means it would be getting 1 heal, and I'm getting no heal. Ooh, but your terrain's gone, which actually was helping me a bit too. So maybe this doesn't kill now. Quick attack will kill next turn though. Okay, so I technically cheated because I had one more Pokemon than you, and it's not cheating, but it's kind of cheating. But we did win. We did win. Give me the terrain badge. That's what I needed. Programs alone when I will obey you without fail. 25. That's a big jump. No, I don't think I will. East. East is that way. I'm learning my cardinal directions as this goes on, by the way, and I'm not even kidding. My cardinal direction ability is horrendous. I used to do orienteering, I swear, but it didn't matter because I had a compass in my hand, and the compass told me which direction was north, south, east, and west. I can do north and south because it's pretty easy in a flat game like this because it's just north is up, south is down, right? But east and west, it's really a 50-50 for me. I know that east is this way this time because I saw the people arguing that were definitely just there to stop you from moving ahead, you know? Like the obvious roadblock is an obvious roadblock. Ratata! You are not good even though your Hisuian form has a dark typing. That doesn't really help you if I'm being completely honest. Ooh, a Ralts! We could have a Ralts. Could we have a Ralts? Yeah, we could have a Ralts. Wait, no, I just killed the Ralts. Oh, I didn't realise it was dark normal. That actually bumps it up in my estimate. Normal doesn't... I mean, I guess it gives you a 4 times weakness to fighting. But I don't really rate 4 times weaknesses like that low. I mean, like, sure, it's like, oh, it's a 4 times weakness. But, like, also, like, in the same vein that it's 4 times weakness, you just don't send it out when you're against somebody that has that weakness, you know? I know that sounds stupid, but genuinely, like, if it doesn't survive this, it doesn't deserve to be in the group. It survived. But genuinely, like, that's what you do in regular games. if it's something you can't beat, you have other Pokemon you send in, especially in Switch, you know? It's like when you watch professional, like, hardcore Nuzlockers or something, they're not really that annoying, especially ones that know what they're going up against in every trainer. Like, it's the whole point is you got to navigate around it with your resources. Okay, they've growled me a couple of times now. If it growls me like one more time, I go for the quick attack, hoping it doesn't kill. Do 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 do. It's always going to be psychic, right? Gallade is not fairy fighting. As much as I love the idea of a fairy fighting type. Ralts, your name is Igni. Oh, I was gonna kind of have that as my big hurrah, but I guess this bug type trainer wants to die. I say wants to die, fully knowing that I still have Trico as my best boy, and Trico is not the best against these boys, and that I'm fully relying on A, the Mega Drain working, and B, Clarence doing his best flying impression. Turning his teeth into a beak-like structure and then destroying the enemy with the beak-like structure that previously was mentioned. Whew. Dead. That thing could have had static. I'm saying that out into the world because that means it would never have affected me. And I'm just assuming it has static because I'm pretty sure static's like one of the most popular abilities, and especially like if it is a um what's the word? If it is a electric type, I feel like there is like a 40% chance that its ability is static. I don't think that's too out of line. Like, it's probably lower than that, right? But I think it's not that lower than that. I think it's probably like top 4 most common abilities in Pokemon. Like, Levitate and Sturdy obviously take top 2 spots. Um, I think Intimidate is probably up there. Nuzzle is such a good move to get. Holy damn, that's such a good move to get. Oh, we're getting rid of Street Kiss because it just does confusion, and I'm not using a low percentage chance to do that. Oh, Jockle! Dun 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 It's Grovyle that people love because of Mystery Dungeon, and I love because of Mystery Dungeon. I think the more I realize it, the more I feel like the Trico line is actually more, what's the word? More my style the more it goes on. You know? The more I'm like, oh, I think I kind of love that line more than I let on to. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for staying with me through all of the hiccups. I will see you on Wednesday for Pillars of Eternity 2. I will see you on Friday for Guild Wars 2 when we will finally 100% and we will go into the next expansion. And I will see you on next Monday for more of whatever we feel like doing. But until then, I'm going to have to love you and leave you. Goodbye.